Alrighty, so now we're on to the main soloage. So this one again, he's just keeping in these pentatonic shapes, and I'm going to break this one down into little licks again, just like I did that intro solo, because that's really just the vibe I get out of it. It's just like this big combination of all these little guitar licks. So it starts off almost the same way as the intro, but now we're going to really utilize that pre-bend. So what we're doing is you're going to bend 19 on the G, and then you're going to keep that note bent and grab your pinky again and get 19 on the high E. Now you're going to pick that 19 that's bent on the B and come down with it. Then you're going to go 17 on the B, then 18 on the G. So, okay, now that's the first lick. Second lick is this one. You're going to do 19 bend, 19 on the high E again, hit your pre-bend, then 17 on the B. So two really simple licks. Lick 1, lick 2. Okay, now lick 3 is a little bit more complicated. Well, yeah, lick 3. Lick 3 is a little bit more complicated, but it's really cool. It's got this funky kind of vibe to it. So what you're doing is you go to 14 on the G, and you're going to bend, then unbent 14 on the G, 12 on the G, then you go back to 14, now you're going to bend 14, this is that little half step bend, so, oops, that's what it's supposed to sound like, so what we did is we went 14 bend, 14 unbent on the G, 12, these are all on the G, 14 on the G. Now you're going to do a little half step bend again. That's 14 on the G, half step bend. Then you're going to do a half step bend on 12 on the G, and then end on your root, which is 14 on the D. Third lick. And that lick's given me trouble ever since I learned the solo for this. It's just real weird timing, so I would listen to the song for that one. Sorry if that was a little bit sloppy there. So the next lick is a really cool one. Is the way that I figured out, and again, I figured all this stuff out by ear, so if it's not exactly how Leslie's playing it, you know, I didn't watch any videos. I just listened to pulled out my Mountain CD and popped the CD in and figured out the solo real quick. So what we're doing this time is we're going to hit 14 on the B, and you're going to bend it, but you're also going to hit that open E string to get kind of this ugly note. Okay, so you bend that, and you go 14 on the G, 12 on the B, 12 on the G, 14 on the D. Back on that root. Real common kind of bluesy lick. Okay, so far all that we've done, those first 4 licks have all been over the riff. Okay, so now the riff is going to change to so here you get a different kind of vibe from the licks. We're going to go okay, so we're going to go 14 on the G, bend, 15 on the B, 14 on the G, bend, 14 unbent on the G, 12 on the G, 14 on the G, roll your finger up and get that 14 on the D. So that lick slow is that. So like I said, don't forget there'll be tabs for all of these to make it a little bit easier if my explanations are getting confusing. All these bends and all this stuff make it kind of confusing to, you know, illustrate vocally, I imagine. And then what we're doing is we're going to go 15 bend, so that other one was a lick. Now here's the next lick. We're ending like this. So it's cool because this time we're not ending on the root. Whoa. I'm going to go 15 full step bend, then just 15 unbent on the B, 12 on the B, 14 on the G, back to 12 on the B, then you're going to do 12 hammer on 14. And this is the one lick I was real unsure of, because it's weird, it's really hard to hear in there. I know you can hear the, but there's that little ending part that was hard for me to hear. So that's that lick. And then this little lick here, which is my favorite lick. There we go, that's how it goes. So you go 19 bend twice on the B. Then you can do this little walk up, 16 to 18 on the G, 17 on the B, 19 on the B, and then 17 again on the B. But it's real quick. It's okay. And the last lick, I would just recommend listening to the song. It's all 19 bend, but just if you really want to get it spot on, I mean, I don't think anybody would notice if it wasn't like dead how many times he plays it. But he just bends 19 on the high E, and he just kind of does that real like bend. I'm not sure exactly how many times, and then it goes back into him singing, and in the background you hear this little lick here. And that last little lick here, which is technically, I guess, not part of the solo, but I liked it. And it goes 18 on the G, 17 on the B, 19 on the B, bend, 17. So you notice a lot of these licks are all based around the root, ending on that E. Alrighty, man, so here's the whole solo played up to speed. Alright, man, that is the solo. Hopefully I did an okay job of explaining the stuff to you. It's a really cool solo. I've always wanted to learn it, so this was a great opportunity for me to learn a solo. And hopefully for you to learn one too, man. So thank you again, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and hope that you're rocking the mountain in no time. Alright! See you later, buddy.